Hey everyone, Zorilita back again, and I know it's been a little while, but I wanted to do another resin experiment. Have you ever gone through your cabinet and found a bunch of spices that just weren't that great anymore? Their flavor was gone, or they just were clumpy and annoying? Well, I found that you can use them to dye your resin, and I came out with some really cool results. In my last video, I mentioned that I got a new rubber mold. This one's really cute. It has foxes and squirrels and owls. And I thought, wow, really good colors for these would be more like browns and oranges and yellows. So what I ended up doing is getting stuff like fennel seed and ground mustard that was no longer, worth anything, or I wasn't going to use them anymore, and use them to mix with the mold. And overall, I have to say that I had a really awesome results with it. Like this one here is the ground mustard. It's a little translucent. This one I probably could have put more mustard in it to make it thicker. Same with this one. I used a little bit more mustard on that one, so it's kind of thicker than the other one. Let's see. I believe this one was pumpkin pie spice. Came out really nice and orange and reddish. This one, let's see, what was that? I think this is ground ginger or allspice, I think. Now this really dark one here, I believe this was dark chili pepper. And there's also one that was coffee. I believe this one might have been coffee. I mean, this one looks the best on the cakes. If you're trying to make miniature cakes, use like coffee or dark chili pepper. I believe this one was dark chili pepper. And it has a little bit of flake to it, so if you like that texture, that's pretty neat. This one was just random. It was my green nail polish, and it should, theoretically, if once I signed it down, react to photosensitive light, so it should glow with the black light. Let's see. I've got another, let's see. I have so many of these. Oops. Knocking everything down. Oh, this one was ground cloves. So this is ground cloves. Like this is chili pepper. See, I made more chocolate, so it's dark chili chocolate, which will totally trip people out and be like, hey, I thought that was real. Now this one's kind of funny. Look at the texture. Look how amazingly textured this is. This would work if you're making like a crackle bar. And so what I used on this one was celery root and kelp. It gives it this really weird texture, and fennel. Sorry, fennel and kelp. And it's really interesting. If you're trying to go for some kind of textured thing, I don't know what you guys want to make, but I made a chocolate bar, so it just looks really neat. Let's see. Basically, you can use anything. I use, like, here's another pumpkin pie spice. The red one, let's see, I believe this might have been another clove, which is really cool. And these are really thin, so it works really well. You got to use a bit of the stuff, so if you can look close, you can see the texture of some of the grain. And some are a lot more translucent than other ones. But, it's fun to play with it. Like, I have to think that this one was my favorite. So, it's really cool. It's a fun thing. You can spend an afternoon messing around with this stuff. But, like, look at how cool that mustard is. And if you're going to just throw your spices away anyway, why not use it to make something cool, right? Just keep it separate from your other spices. Put it off in a craft box somewhere. But hey, have fun experimenting. And what does the fox say? Later, guys.